The definition of a dollar is still 370 grains of silver. So the people who use gold and silver, they're called terrorists and counterfeiters, and they go to jail. And yet the counterfeiters are over in Washington spending the money and printing the money. So we can work our way out of this. If we saved with so much overseas and did some changes with our entitlement system, we don't have to put people out in the street. We don't have to attack health care in order to get our solutions. But if we don't, everybody's going to be out in the street and there's going to be more chaos. It's the violence that I fear the most. I fear the violence coming in the lack of respect and understanding for liberty. We as a people have been very careless over the many, many years. We learned to enjoy the wealth that is created by a free society. So we concentrated more on the wealth, and we invited in the lobbyists to help redistribute the wealth and teach us to live beyond our means. But today, it's a different story that we have to start living within our means, and it will come, and the sooner the better, because we cannot continue to sustain this. But the violence, I'm afraid, can break out when people get very angry when they don't understand, or they see it in a very narrow way. Well, my check is coming, and you might cut my check. But my answer to them is, if you don't do something, your check won't buy anything. And there are ways that we can work this out. But there is a healthy excitement going on in the country. There's excitement in this campaign. And it's quite a bit different than 4 years ago. The respect for these views have dramatically changed, both economically and especially on foreign policy and monetary policy. Who would have ever dreamed that the Federal Reserve would be a key element in a campaign? And it is today. So I would say that's so the progress is there, and the people are looking at this campaign. So our numbers are greater, our percentages are greater, but we still have a long way to go. I know exactly what we're up against. We're up against the establishment. We're up against the status quo. And I put all the other candidates in both parties in some ways part of the status quo, because they're not talking about these issues, about the foreign policy and the monetary policy and bringing our troops home and revamping the entitlement system. This is a major undertaking, but there is a major vote coming this Saturday that could send a loud and clear message, even though it has no legal significance.